Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Anykind Media. We are your host. My name is Austin Subiano.
I'm Taylor Vera.
And on this day, today, it's a pretty important day. Today marks the beginning of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's open beta. This is, for this weekend, it's a PlayStation exclusive weekend, right? So you can only
play... It's not
play...
actually open right now. It's early access.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Open beta, early access. And it's only open to PlayStation people because we're cooler, I guess. But it started this morning at 7 a.m. and we're actually bringing you guys our initial impressions, reactions. We played the game since 7 o'clock this morning, and we've been kind of grinding it out. And we're gonna give you guys just our general impressions because we pretty much did everything we can do so far in the game.
Pretty much.
So
far.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't played the game yet or you don't know anything about it, then, spoilers are going to be right off the bat. I mean, we're going to be talking about
Obviously.
Guns, maps, perks, tacticals, lethals, all that good stuff. What's good, what's not, what is broken, what needs to be fixed. And, of course, all the traditional beta bugs and glitches and stuff. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We're finally bringing some more game content, and if you guys watched our State of Call of Duty episode way back in like June or something, I don't remember when it came out, but
our first videos.
Yeah, you guys remember that, like, I personally have had some very strong feelings towards Call of Duty, and I haven't played it for 2.5 years now or so, and I'll tell you what, felt good to be back on them sticks this morning. Felt good to wake up at 7.
I was curious. I mean, obviously we've been playing it this the whole time. It seems like we've been having fun, but I just wanted to check like how you feel about it.
Yeah, so it's an interesting situation because for those of you that didn't watch the video, essentially my account was hacked on 2 separate occasions. It took Activision almost a year to give me my account back, and it just was a nightmare of a situation, pretty much like as worse as it can get, and it made me pissed off at the game. And then the 2 games that came out, Cold War and Vanguard, just to me were pretty subpar. So I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to continue with COD, which is sad because I played every COD up until that point. But now, it's different. Modern Warfare is different, and the way that they built this game, I mean, so far from what I've experienced, it feels like I'm playing Modern Warfare 2019 for the first time again, like that feeling that I got when we played that game for the first time.
Yeah,
and I'm here for it. I don't forgive you, Activision, but I'm gonna play your game because it's pretty fun. So. Yeah. What is your general impression so far of the game?
It's a lot of fun. I was kind of curious I'm sure a lot of you probably watched like the Call of Duty Next event, which was yesterday, and then just after watching that and like seeing the different gameplay and stuff, I was curious to see what it was actually like to play and the feel and stuff. And I guess it is very similar in the sense that like it's weird because it's familiar but different.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely you get a lot of the traditional Call of Duty mechanics and guns and the way that things work, game modes, all that stuff. But at the same time, recoil feels different, animations are different. Even like the way that maps play and stuff feels different.
Maps are for sure different than the last Modern Warfare. But I mean, I would say it's like not unusual to Call of Duty.
No.
But it's not, at least the maps so far that they have in the beta aren't like the 3-lane style that they used to do for a little while.
Yeah. So I've enjoyed it. Full disclosure, I didn't pre-order it till last night because I didn't know.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch the event, and if you guys haven't seen that stuff yet, all the footage that has come out and all the streamers that were there and were showcasing the game, it's worth taking a look at. If you haven't made your decision yet on whether or not you want to pre-order the game and play the game, especially for those of you that are on PC or Xbox, because you guys have an extra week to think about it, basically.
Right. I mean, ultimately, if you haven't already pre-ordered, I would just wait until the beta opens up and then try it.
Yeah. So on that note, let's talk about for those of you that
might not know, but
yeah. So this morning was the early access to the open beta for PlayStation. So in order to have played it today, you had to have pre-ordered the game, and you get to play it today and tomorrow. And then starting Sunday, it's open beta for PlayStation only, meaning you don't have to pre-order the game.
Right. Anybody on PlayStation can play.
Yeah, and you can just download the open beta and you can play. And then starting on, was that Tuesday? No, sorry, Thursday, right? Thursday of next week?
Yeah, I think so.
Because Sunday, Monday, yeah. So Thursday of next week, it'll be early access for Xbox and PC open beta, meaning you have to have pre-ordered it to be able to play it next Thursday and Friday. And then starting next week, Saturday, everybody can play no matter what.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of a little bit confusing. Basically, if you have a PlayStation and you pre-ordered it, you can play right now. If you don't have a PlayStation, you're not going to be able to play it until at least Thursday of next week. And then if you really don't want to pre-order it and you don't want to front the money up front, you got to wait until Saturday of next week. So I'm going to just put it out there. You know what? I don't know. It's hard for me to make a decision because I'm a little conflicted, man. I'm a little like I really am enjoying it. I really like it. It's good fun, but I don't know. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that I'm gonna get sucked back into the game, the grind.
You're already in.
And then I'm gonna get the same thing is gonna happen to me, and I'm gonna cry myself to sleep at night again.
Yeah, it's the endless cycle of Call of Duty. But it's too late. You're already locked in. Yeah. You just don't know it yet.
I am pretty hooked. Like I didn't even want to stop playing to come up and record this episode. I just wanted to keep going. But,
otherwise we would be still playing.
Yeah, and we'll probably pick up right where we left off right after this. So if you guys want to know more about the game and stuff, stick with us. We'll talk about what you can expect. But before we do that, let's just talk about the road to launch. Right, launch day for Modern Warfare 2 is October 28th. But there's a series, we have the beta today, obviously, weekend 1. Next weekend is another weekend of beta, but they actually are also releasing the campaign early.
A week early.
Which I think is really cool.
I think it's awesome as well.
I think this is something that more games should start adopting, especially multiplayer.
I think multiplayer focused games should do this.
Like I think that Call of Duty, I don't know, Halo, whatever, Apex. No, Apex doesn't have a campaign. Never mind. But games like this, I think they should start doing this because it allows for us to play the campaign and enjoy the campaign. Because traditionally, Call of Duty's campaigns are pretty good, except for the odd fellow here and there. But in addition to that, we don't have to split our time. Right, we don't have to split our time between trying to get through the campaign and have fun in the campaign, but also grind through multiplayer and Warzone.
It deals with the the FOMO.
About exactly. Because for those of you that have been around in the Call of Duty world for a long time, you know that come launch week, if you're not grinding every day and you're not trying to push, you're going to get left behind. The skill level of the general population is going to progress really quickly in that first week to 2 weeks. Yeah. And if you don't practice, if you're not on there and you're not grinding, then you're going to miss out on stuff.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking to do, cuz there's so many things, and even for me it varies. A game comes out, it's all right, so what do I want to do first? Max prestige first?
Right.
Do I want the golds first, like
Right.
diamond or whatever the equivalent is, or like in some cases you got zombies on top of that. It's
Right,
like, all right, do I
true.
want to do that for zombies or multiplayer or campaign? And you usually gotta like
You got to split your
split all the
and-
time and see which ones you want to do first.
So luckily for us, this time around, Activision has taken at least the campaign out of the equation for us. We're able to play the campaign. For most people, it'll take you 1 day, probably.
Yep.
I mean,
Most
yeah, and then
At
you'll
most,
have
like 3 days.
You have a week. You have a week to get it done before multiplayer gets launched. The only question I have that maybe you can answer is, when do we get Warzone 2? Is it same day as
I don't think they gave it a
release date?
Launch date for Warzone 2.
Let me just double check, make sure.
Because
We're
I
giving out
don't,
the right
I don't think it's
information.
coming out during launch.
I think it would be too much.
I think they're gonna do what they did initially: wait like 6 months, then launch Warzone 2. Although, again, if you watched Call of Duty Next,
Oh, they did put out a release date.
they did.
Yeah, the release date for Call of Duty Warzone 2 is November 16th.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
about a
early.
month. Or not even a month, like 2.5
That's like
weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
Oh.
early,
interesting.
but all right, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not that big of a deal. Same thing for that too is, I would say it'd be better to wait a little while because then it lets you level up, play multiplayer.
Right.
But to be fair, some people don't care about that and they
Yeah.
just want to get into Warzone.
well, the biggest benefit to waiting at least a couple weeks is for like gun levels and stuff, right? Your gear and all that. Like, nobody likes to play Warzone with base level guns,
Right.
level 1 guns, and not everybody can afford to buy the weapon vaults in order to unlock every single perk or every single weapon. So, I think it's good that they waited. Plus, like, so I think that would just be a little too much. I'd get a little overwhelmed to try to split my time between all that stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, if it did launch on launch day, I would wait. I wouldn't be jumping in the Warzone early, honestly. I'm not comfortable enough in this new COD to be like,
for sure.
let's go.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's still kind of learning like the movement and stuff and all the recoil and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So-
man.
But at the same time, that could be super fun, especially for a new battle royale.
I'm looking forward to it. And this is something that I haven't really said about Call of Duty in general for a long time, and it's weird to hear myself say that. But I am looking forward to it, and I kind of miss the days of grinding out multiplayer, grinding out weapon levels and camos, and hopping on Warzone with the boys. Like, I know it sounds cliche and stuff, but like I miss those days, and I haven't had that for a couple of years now. So I'm looking forward to it. Got like a little over a month. So, all right, let's move on to talking about the beta and what we have experienced so far. What we have, what we have found, the glitches, everything. So, what do you want to start with first, Ted? Actually, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Angry Orchard, brand new flavor. We're not sponsored. This is not a sponsored ad, but
you could sponsor
we
us.
could be sponsored if you want to. Hey, throw it our way.
But yeah, all right.
Delicious.
So, I do. Can you go back the
Yeah.
picture?
This one.
Next one.
This one.
Right. I just wanted to bring this up just because for those of you that were curious about the which edition or whatever you want, I'm gonna let you right now. I got the Volt edition.
Yeah.
Which includes these operator skins among a bunch of other crap.
Yep.
I believe. So you can everything that is part of the Volt edition for the most part, you can use during the beta.
Yes.
So these characters like me and Ocean are using, but otherwise there's like a bunch of just whatever starter characters that you can use. I just wanted to point that out in case you see people running around with these skins and you're like, how did they get them?
How did they earn that?
It's just part of that edition.
The store inside the beta is not active yet.
Yeah. So there's
There's nothing in there.
yet.
So And I will say, excuse me, I will say that based off of these operator skins and the vault that we get, I think it's worth it. Like the base game is $70, and you do get like a couple of skins from that or whatever. But
there's some pre-order bonuses.
yeah, but if you pre-order the Vault Edition, which is I think $100,
It's $100,
right?
yeah.
$100. So for $30 more, you get an operator pack. So you get these 4 operator skins, which are pretty tough, man.
They look cool.
Like, they look sick.
Yeah.
Like all of our main characters that we know, all wearing skulls. They look dope. Soap is wearing a red skull. Looks sick. And then on top of that, you get a weapon vault, right? And if you try to hop in the beta without a weapon vault, you're gonna be running a base M4 for a while. But if you do pre-order the Vault Edition, you hop in the beta and you
pretty much got everything.
Fully kitted out M4, sniper.
It's not max level, but it gives you a pretty good amount of stuff to use because there's a ton of stuff that we've seen in this game.
Yeah, so it's I think it's worth it. And then on top of that, I believe you also get the Season 1 Battle Pass automatically and 50 tier skips.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, which I don't know what that's going to look like because, Battle Passes are hit and miss, but that could be.
But a Battle Pass
huge
itself
value.
is typically like $10.
Operator packs
50 tier skips.
Yeah.
Don't know what kind of ridiculous amount of money that would cost, and
that's quite a bit. Actually,
I would never spend that much on tier skips, anyways.
Yeah,
because there's
no
point
in
usually
like
$1
per tier skip.
It's like $1.50 or so.
Yeah. So it's actually, I think it's a pretty decent value.
Looks So if you just don't spend money on anything, then just get the standard edition. But if you do like occasionally spend money, because like I don't like to spend a ton of money on.
I don't either.
Games,
yeah.
But I do occasionally see something like, oh, that looks super cool. Like I don't want that. Then this honestly probably has the most value for a pre-order edition, minus the old school, much cooler limited edition things with collectible items.
Right. But
those cost more than this.
Back when you had to go to GameStop in person, wait up, camp out the night before.
Goggles or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of skins, we'll knock this one out of the way real quick. If you are a PlayStation player and you pre-order the game through the PlayStation Store digitally, you will get this operator pack
as well
come launch day. You don't get it during the beta, but come launch day, you will get access to this pack. The pack is called Oni, and it's freaking sick. There's a trailer that was released during the next event yesterday, and
we'll link that in the video too.
Yeah, we'll link that down in the comments below or the
description
because it's sick. Pretty much the big reason why I pre-ordered, if I'm being honest. So yeah, all right. So that covers our operators. Like you said, there's some base ones that we get automatically, but I think most people are going to be running around with Ghost or Soap or Price.
For those that pre-ordered, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about maps. I think we have 4, right?
So currently, yes, there's 4 6v6 maps.
Yeah.
I do want to say this too is I believe right now there's like a limited version of the beta, and then when it opens completely, they will unlock the rest of the content that is on the beta.
Yeah.
Because you'll see a bunch of stuff on there, but it'll be locked.
Right. A lot of weapon
Even
attachments,
the
weapons.
level progression, you're capped at 15 currently.
Right.
But when you get later, it'll be 30. And that'll also, as you level up to 30, you'll unlock permanent things that you'll have when the game launches.
Right.
Like stickers, a charm, weapon blueprint, stuff like that. Call signs.
Okay, so we got 4 6v6 maps. Run us through them. What is it? I know you jotted down the names.
Yeah. So these 4 maps span across the 3 game modes that we have currently.
There's 4 game modes.
TDM. Oh, sorry, 4. Yeah, you're right. TDM Dom, Knockout, and Prisoner Rescue. Right. So the first map is Valderas Museum.
Valderas Museum?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the,
I think it's the last map we just played. I think.
No, I think Valderas Museum is the one with it's got like a courtyard in the middle of it, and everything is kind of like white. All the walls and everything are white.
Didn't we just play that?
No, we played the one with
the shitty one.
No, we played the one with the it's like a mansion or something, or like a house, or a hotel. Yeah,
Greenberg Hotel.
Yeah, that's the one we just played. Yeah, so the museum is pretty solid. I like that map.
It's a pretty good map.
Yeah.
There's only one map I have an issue with.
Yeah. That, like we said, all the maps are not. They're kind of 3-lane-ish, but there's a lot of like movement in between the 2 lanes that make it a lot less linear.
Right, and then there's like, you know, like maybe like some connecting paths or like jump overs things and stuff like that.
A lot more things. You can mantle a lot more things in this Call of Duty.
Because now they have the new mantling system where you can like hang and stuff.
Yeah, which is interesting. I don't know when
so the reason why they talked about it during Call of Duty Next was the reason why they brought that into the new Call of Duty, this new system, is they were annoyed whenever you would be playing Warzone and you would be dropping somewhere,
right,
and then you would land, but you would keep sliding because of the momentum and you would just fall off. So instead of that happening, like say you land on a ledge and you want to stay there, you'll just drop and you'll cling to the ledge so you can stand back up instead of just flying off the building or something.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But as far as multiplayer goes,
I don't know how
honestly
helpful it's going to be.
99% of the time, I'm just immediately tapping X to just completely climb over or vault over or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The only time I can maybe, like off the top of my head, I could see it coming into place, maybe like a S&D situation where you're trying to gain intel.
Like some sneaky thing.
Yeah, some kind of sneaky play, but for most of us that just run and gun, you're never going to use it.
I feel like it's like kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of a big target. I mean, you get to use your secondary, but
yeah,
I don't know.
No, I agree. All right, what's the next map?
So Greenberg Hotel was another one.
Okay, Greenberg Hotel, interesting. That one has a lot of darker colors on the map, and I don't know if it's just my eyes, but sometimes I have trouble tracking enemy combatants through it. So
yeah, it kind of depends on the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Farm 18, which this one it's okay. It reminds me a lot of I can't even remember the name of the map. I'll try to look it up real quick.
Are you talking about the one from Modern Warfare 2019 that it's like Kill House or something?
No, but there is a portion of this map that is
a Kill House, yeah.
But the overall portion of the map,
okay. It's basically, I mean, obviously it's a farm, but it's basically a giant circle around a building. Like there's a main building in the middle of the map that's a kill house. It's like set up for people to practice shooting and stuff, but it's a kill house, and then surrounding that is a whole bunch of buildings and stuff that create kind of a circle that you can go around, and it's fun.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to figure.
Nah, you're good. I don't mind that map. It's not too bad.
No, yeah, it's not a bad map or anything.
It's actually because I was curious to know how effective like snipers and stuff would be in this game, because we are supposedly getting the greatest sniper of all time back, and wanted to know how viable it would be to run around with that thing. And for those of you that don't know, I'm speaking about the intervention. And I don't know. That's probably the only map that I would snipe on.
I can't even find the name, to be honest.
It's all good. No worries.
But yeah, there's a map that, and like when you play it, maybe you'll see what I mean. Like it reminds me of another map, but I forget the name of it. But yeah, I can't wait for the intervention, because there's only one sniper in this beta.
Yeah.
And it's like a semi-auto. bullpup.
50 cal.
I forget the exact name off my head. It's some.
Oh man, because I know Matt character from Demo Ranch has a real one of them.
Yeah, it's. I think it's like I can't remember.
I think something
Russian.
starts with an S.
Yeah, it's like a Z or an S, ZU something. I don't know, but super powerful, very satisfying to use. I noticed when I was watching Call of Duty Next when somebody was using it. The sound alone is just so satisfying.
It is very much.
It sounds
so.
very heavy and punchy, and when you use it, it's the same thing. Every time you get a kill, it's great.
The Signal 50.
It's relatively slow handling, but like it's your typical
50 cal.
typical sniper, yeah. But I will say, when you shoot people, they die.
Yeah.
It's not like the Barrett in the last Modern Warfare where you just shoot people and they just
winged me in the shoulder. It's fine.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
This one they actually get wrecked.
Yeah. So I think that's really, like, as of right now, I think that's the only map that there is potential for sniping on, really.
Unless you're just a god.
Yeah, which I'm sure there are people out there, but yeah. All right. Let's talk about this map. What is the name of it again?
The last one, Mercado Los Alamos.
Yeah, this is the only one that is just.
I don't like it.
Yeah, this is definitely the most 3-laney of the maps. Like the map that has more true to the 3-lane tradition, and on top of that, the passageways or the holes in between the 3 lanes are just they're set up for a bunch of really bad timing, like falling victim to timing, people camping in corners and just aiming down a sight line and letting people walk into their fire. Like, just it can get very annoying really quickly if you're trying to play smart and move effectively, and you just get caught in a really dumb situation.
Yeah.
So I guess that is another one that maybe you could potentially snipe on, because it does have a one long lane kind of down the middle.
There's
but
some spots you probably could.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've tried it, but like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this map. It's not
not either.
The worst thing ever, but it's definitely not that fun.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't even think it's the map design itself. It's just player choice.
Yeah.
The way we have been playing.
Right.
It's not fun because of how they play.
Yep. Camping, doing dumb stuff. Yeah, it's annoying. If you're a camper in Call of Duty, just stop. Just play a different game. Go play Siege or something.
What I really want to stop is you guys out there that just make excuses and you're like, oh, well, why wouldn't I? It's like set up for me to do this. Like, but no, I don't care like any of that stuff. You are the ones who choose to do that.
Yeah.
That is why it happens. Not because they force you to. Just because they have things in the games that might benefit you to do it doesn't mean you have to do it. Get good.
Get good. Hit your shots, kid. All right. So that's the maps. We got four maps. Pretty solid. You think we're getting any more maps with the opening of, like, once the beta becomes fully open? There is.
So like I said, these are all maps for the first 4 game modes that we have. There's going to be 3 more game modes and 1 new map for one of the game modes.
Okay.
So the other 2 game modes is going to be Hardpoint.
Oh, nice.
Search and Destroy,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
And Ground War. So Ground War will have its own dedicated map.
In the beta?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting. Okay. I'm not opposed to that.
It makes sense because then we get to test out like the launchers and stuff.
Yeah, longer range stuff. Yeah.
All the snipers coming out during that for sure.
Yeah, I hope they. Okay, so let's get into that then. Let's talk about weapons, because this is something that's somewhat frustrating right now because
so new weapons, the Gunsmith 2.0.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah. So we'll jump into that. I'm just gonna go quickly through the weapons, and I'm just gonna name them real quick so everybody knows what's in the beta as of right now, and then we can kind of dive into it a little bit more. As far as assault rifles go, we have the Lachman 5.56, which is like it's kind of like a H&K
rebranded H&K.
Yeah,
the weapon itself was supposed to be kind of an HK 53.
Yeah. And then we have, of course, our traditional M4, and then an M16, a cast-off 74U, so an AK-74U platform, which it's very nice to see that it's in the assault, assault rifle category, which obviously we know that there's going to be variants of it. We're probably going to get in, a 47, a 74M, I don't know, all kinds of different shit.
I do want the SMG version too, though.
Yeah. And then the TAC 56, which is basically a SCAR.
Yeah.
We have a new category.
I will say of those
weapons.
ARs, the only ones you can't use currently is the Lockman and the SCAR.
Yeah.
So you can use the M4 and the
M16 and then the AK-74.
M16 is basically the same thing. So
yeah. And then we have a new category, I believe. I don't know if maybe we had it before, but battle rifles, because we had marksman rifles.
I think
before.
they just changed the name. So
no,
now,
there's two different.
Now there's two different things. But before they used to go hand in hand, but now they're separating them because for some reason I don't really know why they're splitting. So they reserve the marksman category for things that are like in between a battle rifle and a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
But honestly, if it's between them, I would probably just throw it into the battle rifle category unless it's, I guess, depending on its action. So a lever action, I'm just going to throw you into the sniper category, or like a bolt action, because it's kind of weird to be a battle rifle, right? Which it wouldn't be, technically. But yeah, for some reason they have two different categories in the game.
It's interesting. But in the battle rifle category, we have the FTAC Recon, which is a
it's just another variant.
It's a variant of an M4.
It's the 458 version of the M4.
And then we have the Lockman 762, which I'm guessing is going to be a variant of the
it's just another variant
of the Lockman 556, which is
so again, whenever you see, so when you hear Lockman, it's rebranded H&K.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like the...
I'm pretty sure it's the G3, right?
Yeah, like the G3 kind of thing.
Submachine guns. We have the Lockman Sub, which is in a MP5. We have the FSS Hurricane, which is a M4
it's a cursed weapon, is what it is.
Submachine gun that we're going to talk about pretty heavily because it's
not really a submachine gun, but
it's not. It's really not, and it's like dumb. But we'll talk about why it's dumb later. And then we have the Fennec 45, which is
the Vector.
First Vector. Shotguns, we only have one right now. It's the Expedite 12, which is just a model 870. Right?
No. Yeah. No? It's a semi-auto. It's like a...
It's a semi-auto?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that?
Shit, I thought it was a pump. Fuck.
No, it's semi-auto.
Oh, my bad.
It's almost similar to the...
So it's kind of like
it's a Benelli...
it's not an M4.
No. It's definitely like a Benelli, though. I forget the model name. But it's a semi-auto, tube-fed shotgun.
Yeah. That looks like an 870. Light machine guns. We have the 445 Icarus, which is a variant of the M4.
It's an M4 with a drum mag.
Yeah, basically. We have the Rap H, which is a variant of the the Lockman whatever, and then we have the Sakin MG38, which we actually had an MG38 in Modern Warfare 2019.
I think it was a 34.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but.
Or 91.
But we got that.
Yeah, that one actually is an LMG though.
Yeah, it's a real one. Marksman rifles. So this is that other, like, I don't know why they separated them, but we have the LMS, which I don't remember what that one looks like actually. But I think it's just a variant of, because it's a Lockman mirror.
Oh, so that one is it's weird. Because it's labeled as a Lockman, which the weapon is an HK weapon, but it's not at all similar. It's a PSG-1, which is a semi-auto sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's a marksman rifle.
Well, it says it's going to be it's on the platform of the Lockman mirror. So
yeah.
And then we have the Lockwood MK2, which is a lever action like model. I don't even know.
It's like similar to the one that was in the last Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Very similar.
And then our sniper rifles, we have the 150 cal, the Signal 50. Handguns, we have 2. They're basically the same thing.
It's really just one.
Yeah, it's one, but it's a very like. So we have the X12, which is basically a G17, or 19 maybe. I don't know. It kind of does have a shorter barrel. It might be a 19.
It looks more like a Glock 19. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the X13 Auto, which is just a G18. So
yeah, that's weird because that one's functionally a Glock 18, but it looks like a Glock 19, like it's 10 and everything,
which is weird,
like a 19X.
And then our launchers, we have 2, the Pila and the Joker, and they are basically just lifted from Modern Warfare in 2019.
Yeah, they just look better,
which I'm fine with. I mean, whatever, they work.
They're launchers.
And that's it. That's all we got right now. As far as guns go. So, and you can only use about half of them right now.
There is one more that I didn't know off the top of my head that was not on that list.
What?
It's in one of the preset classes, and it's a secondary. It's a full auto secondary, but it's not the Glock.
Oh.
I forget the name. It's like a P something 5. It's supposed to be like the Keltec P105 or something. It's a full auto pistol. It looks similar to the blueprint that you get unlock for the Glock, or for the, what is it called, the full auto one?
I don't know. I know we get a blueprint.
Yeah,
I don't know how we get it, but
yeah, it looks kind of similar because it's like it looks like a kit thrown onto one,
carbine kit,
but that is it. How the weapon was designed.
Okay.
And it's only on the preset class.
Gotcha.
Because some of these weapons, I believe you're really not supposed to be able to use them except for the preset classes. I think it's just glitched.
Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to be able to use the preset classes.
But you can make some custom classes.
Yeah. So you pretty much can only use like half of the guns right now. Between if you have, I mean, I think everybody gets the M4. And
the only ones you can customize is basically just the M4.
Yeah, that's it. There's
some glitches to do a couple things on some of the guns, but I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be able to do them.
Right. So if you go while you're playing, like you got to be in game. You can't do it at the game menus, but you got to be in game. You go to the loadouts tab. You click on your loadout, and then you click on edit, and then it won't say that you can access the gunsmith on it. Like it doesn't have the button, like show the button for it. But if you press square to go like you would into the gunsmith, it will open up the gunsmith, and you can attach some attachments. But it's kind of weird because like I did it on a certain gun, and I had certain attachments, and then Taylor did it on the same gun, but he had different attachments.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So it's definitely, I mean, I think it's definitely a glitch, and it wasn't.
Because at first I was like, oh, maybe it's only letting us use the attachments that are on this weapon in the preset classes, so like you could mimic them.
Right.
But it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Because I would use the preset class and be like, nope, this is different.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's real weird, and like I said, I don't think it's supposed to be
it's probably
happening. So.
I'm hoping that, I mean, obviously we know once the beta opens up to everybody that we'll be able to go to level 30, and there is some stuff, everything else we'll be able to unlock, all the guns and stuff. But I'm hoping they add more than what we have right now, because...
For the beta?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's fine as it is. It's just
I just want more snipers.
What you want is you want the game to come out.
Yeah, that's true. I just want a game to come out already.
I think, honestly, the amount of stuff that's in this beta is actually a lot for a beta.
I'm just being needy.
Yeah.
But
trust me, it's exciting, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I think there's actually a lot for a beta. So this is a good chance for you, if you don't know, wait till it opens up for your particular platform.
Yeah.
Try it out.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna run through the tacticals and lethals and perks real quick. So
actually a decent amount too.
Tacticals, we have a flash grenade, traditional flash grenade, except for the fact that it's just ridiculously bright.
That's always like that.
There's but like before, there's like you could get like half flashed, like sometimes you just kind of get a little bit flash, and you.
But I don't like that.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
now instead of it being inconsistent,
it's either consistent. You are flashed or you're not.
Yeah.
And then there's the shock stick, which is something new.
Yeah,
it's basically
irritating.
it's like a thermite kind of thing where you throw it and it sticks.
Yeah, like a thermite. But
And
it's
then
essentially, think of a trip mine, but instead of blowing up and killing somebody, it just shocks them.
it shocks you and it causes you to
get
shoot
stun
your
locked.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
you just desk pop real quick.
Not always.
Is it not always? Oh, I feel like every time I got shocked, I
Because I've gotten shocked, like, I don't want to say partially, but like I didn't like fully walk into it.
Yeah.
And it stunned me and I didn't
okay.
shoot. But there was a one time I walked in, I was just, it's like
yeah.
similar
Desk
to
pop.
like the, what is that? It's a drone, I think in Black Ops 4, where he you launched out a drone, it would like drive up to the nearest enemy and just straight like taser them. And you would do the same thing. You'd be shocking and like shooting your gun so that it would make you use your ammo and then they just get a free kill. It's kind of like that, which is kind of irritating to be honest.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, we also have a Decoy Grenade, which works exactly like the Decoy Grenade from Modern Warfare 2019.
Didn't notice anybody using it.
I used it on a couple games just to use it, and it's the same exactly.
Yeah.
Spotter scope, we don't have access to that yet. A stun grenade.
That'll probably come from Ground War.
Yeah. A stun grenade, we don't have access yet. Smoke grenade, we don't have... No, we do have. No. We don't have access to it, but you can use it on a preset class.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have
Yeah.
used both of those.
Yeah. You
Smokes,
can use them on...
you can use in your class.
You can?
Stuns, yeah, I have
shit.
it on my class.
Oh, okay.
The stuns as well, the concussion. I just haven't used it, but I remember seeing it.
I might have to relook, because I guess
I
haven't
just
checked,
didn't
but-
care to use it. I just used the
And
flashbang.
then we have tear gas, which
I've seen
is
people use
basically just a gas grenade.
It's a little thicker cloud than last time.
Yeah. And then we have medical syringe, which is the stim.
Yeah, there's a stem shot.
Yeah. And then we have a snapshot grenade, basically the same exact thing as the last time, and a heartbeat sensor. So as far as tacticals go, it's very, very similar to Modern Warfare 2019. But to be honest, like, not a whole lot you can do with that category. Yes.
I don't. They're fine. They do.
I mean,
they gotta do.
the shock stick is as annoying as it is. I actually think it's a cool.
It's useful.
Yeah, it's useful and it's
I
a
just find it
cool.
irritating.
It's just something
It's not
different.
even irritating for me. I hate it because it handicaps my teammates.
Yeah.
Because I always see a teammate running to them, and then they either die, or I want to try to like save them.
so you die.
and then I die. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about lethals. We have traditional frag grenade.
Yeah.
We have a proximity mine, so a bouncing Betty. We have thermites, exactly like the old thermites. Semtex. We have a drill charge, which is a new one. For those of you that play Apex, it's very similar to Maggie's grenade that she throws, where it like drills into the side of a wall, and then it in Apex it burns, it shoots fire into the room in this game it drills into the wall and then it just explodes on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's like
Siege
what is
did it first.
Yeah, I was saying Siege.
Fuse is the
Fuse,
character that
right.
has it. Very similar, except you can throw this.
Yeah, this one you
You
can
don't
throw,
have to just like stick it on there.
Yeah.
You can just whip that thing.
which I think this might
It's
actually
actually
yeah.
it's early, and like because people are still kind of learning everything, it's not super useful, but I think it will be once everything's a little bit more established. People
Yeah.
are like the like play styles are kind of set in.
Yeah.
Because basically I would say they put it in there as like an anti-camper
Yeah.
device, and it works very well for that. So if you're coming up, like I use it occasionally, and like if I'm running up somewhere and I see a dude go through a door and then close that door, I just whip this thing at the door.
Yeah.
Or at the wall right next to it and try to get it, do some damage on them.
I could see this being a very useful tool in S&D, and I think it needs a little bit of reworking. I think it's a little loud, the drilling part, because there's been a lot of times where I've heard the drilling and I've moved and not got hit by it, which I don't know, maybe that...
I don't care about the sound. I actually just want it to be faster.
Yeah, I would say that. Maybe a little faster. Maybe the sound is fine, but just
I
be a
think the
little bit
sound is
quicker
fine.
about the drilling.
It's really slow.
Yeah. All right, and then we also have a C4, throwing knife, Molotov cocktail, and Claymore. So
Yeah.
all very normal things we would expect to see.
The other things, from those that I know you cannot use currently, is a C4
and the
throwing knife.
Oh no, we can use a claymore, Molotov, yeah,
and the Molotov.
yeah,
And then from the tacticals, the only one you couldn't use is the heartbeat sensor.
and the stim, right? I didn't see any stims.
Oh, and the stim.
Yeah.
That's right. I just remember seeing it from Call of Duty Next, but yeah.
All right, field upgrades. We have deployable cover, very similar to the
same as it was.
yeah. We have tactical insertion, which we did not have.
Can't
in
use
Modern
that
Warfare
yet, but
2.
I'm sure it works the same way as it always does.
Trophy system, same as that thing.
Still useful.
Very useful. Dead silence, which we
Still
can't
great.
use yet.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can?
I use it all the time.
Frick. How have I been missing?
I use it because it works exactly as it did before.
Yeah.
So I use it not for the sound,
but
for the speed boost.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
does like a slight increase the FOV kind of thing.
Dang. All right, I'm gonna have to put that on.
I'll say it like every time Zach kept complaining about it, I was like, you know, they might be using dead silence because I've been using it this whole
Yeah.
time.
Portable radar, which this one is new. I don't remember this one being a.
It was
Or was it a different game maybe?
it was in Modern Warfare 3, I believe.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Because people would throw down a trophy and then the radar, and you could tell.
Yeah, I haven't used this yet.
Yeah.
But I was definitely curious to try it, but I haven't used it yet.
Does portable radar defeat Ghost?
No.
No.
I think Ghost is like
Yeah.
still like the end all, you
Okay.
can't see me kind of thing.
All right, and then Battle Rage. This is a new one. It's an experimental stimulant that gives you an adrenaline rush. Health regens quickly. Tactical equipment is resisted, and tactical sprint is constantly refreshed. So you just can super sprint the whole time,
You
and
just take speed real quick.
yeah, you just.
Crack cocaine.
It's like a stim shot on steroids. Like you're stim shotting with cocaine inside the stim shot
and steroids.
Yeah.
At the same time.
at the same time.
Yeah. I only used it once, didn't care for it.
Yeah. And then suppression mine, which is just a trip mine that emits a sound wave and slows the person. I don't know.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
I used it one time, didn't work.
Then we have a loadout
It
drop,
just wasn't great.
which I'm guessing this is purely for Warzone, because why would we need this in multiplayer?
Well, so you can change your loadout like on the spot.
Yeah, but all right. We have a tactical camera, which is new, I believe. I don't remember it in any other games.
It's in Black Ops 1.
One?
Although it works differently in this.
I don't remember it.
So this one, you can chuck this one again.
Yeah.
It's small. I've used it in the sense that I've thrown it, but I believe it's always gotten shot immediately.
I've never accessed it. Yeah.
But this, everybody was saying, oh, this might be really useful for like search and destroy and
Yeah.
all the
It's very,
super sweat lord game modes.
It's very Siege-esque.
Yeah, there's a lot of siege little gadgets in this.
Munitions box, and then a smoke airdrop, which could be interesting. Call in a line of
That actually
drones
might
that
be-
deploy a
I
smoke
haven't
wall.
used it yet, but definitely sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
That one's interesting. And then my personal favorite, actually, that I've yet to use but gets me all the freaking time, is the inflatable decoy. The thing gets me all the time.
I've not used it either, yeah.
But you've seen it, right? Where,
Yeah.
yeah, it's basically like you put it down, and then when somebody walks by, it inflates a like something that looks like a person with a gun, and it's pretty like if you're not right next to it, you wouldn't know that it's not.
Oh yeah, if you're not up
Yeah.
close to it,
you're
you won't
shooting
know.
it.
But when you're up close, it's
Yeah.
very pixelated. Like you
Yeah,
know
you
it's
can
not
tell.
real.
But if you're like 25, 30
If you're,
meters
like,
away,
on the other side of the map, you're gonna shoot this guy.
Yeah.
Because and then until you realize why is he not? Well, you're not gonna get hit markers. He's not
But
gonna
you get
move.
you get the gear next to your hit mark, so it's like you're shooting equipment.
Yeah, and you're like.
So that's how you
damaging
know.
it. But obviously, yeah, you'll learn quickly.
Yeah, it gets.
I
me
will
all the time
say,
still.
like, even though it fools me, like, I feel like it still doesn't really give
I think it
the
tells
person
them,
that much of an advantage. Like, what I'm saying is, I haven't
died
seen,
because
like,
of
I
it.
haven't shot the decoy and then died to the person who threw the decoy.
That's true. I don't think. I mean,
It just seems like I'm sure it will be useful later.
Yeah.
But as of right now, people are just kind of like throwing it around and trying it.
We have a Recon Drone.
Yeah.
Same as all. And then we have
Probably,
DDoS. Activates a device that deactivates electronics, disrupts enemy sensors in the immediate area. So basically a mini EMP, which I think could be pretty useful.
It is. It's kind of a double-edged sword kind of thing where I've used it a couple times. It's actually kind of cool. It does like an EMP pulse around you. It's like a decent circle around you. And I guess like if you're, it's I don't know, it's hard because it's like it disables things, but then they know you're there because you're doing it.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of tactical, I guess. You got to be smart about
Yep.
it.
And then the last one we have is anti-armored rounds, which is basically, what was it in Modern Warfare 2019? There's another type of rounds. I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
With the
Wait,
FMJ?
It's not FMJ. It's basically FMJ, yes, but it was a field upgrade in Modern Warfare 2019.
Stopping power rounds?
Stopping power. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna run through Killstreaks real fast, just so you guys know what's in here. UAV, bomb drone.
Same category.
Those are 4, huh?
Like those are the first
That's
two.
That's the first category for 4 kills. You can get either a UAV or a bomb drone. 5 kills is counter UAV, cluster mine, or care package. 6 kills is precision airstrike, cruise missile, or mortar strike. 7 kills is sentry gun, SAE. That's the only 2 for 7 kills. 8 kills is a VTOL jet. Great to see that make its return. Overwatch Hilo, or a Wilson, which I freaking hate Wilsons.
Oh, yeah. Especially on shipment.
Oh my god, it was so bad. And then 10 kills, you can get a stealth bomber or a chopper gunner or an emergency airdrop. And then 12 kills, you can get a gunship, bringing the old AC-130 back, baby. And an advanced UAV. And then 15 kills is the tried and true Juggernaut.
Don't you know who I am?
All right. So that's your kill streaks, ladies and gentlemen. And then
not all of them is available for this beta, especially all the high ones.
I think the last thing that we'll talk about to kind of end the video here, and it honestly, something that is pretty cool, is the perk system. So, as far as perks go, we have there's 3 different categories of perks. There's your basic perks that you can choose, or that you get automatically, and you get 2 of them. Yeah. Your options are Overkill, Double Time, Battle Hardened, Scavenger, EOD, Tracker, Strong Arm, or Extra Tactical, which all of them are not new except for Strong Arm. Yeah. Strong Arm, you get to see a preview of the trajectory of your thrown equipment.
So instead of just winging it, you can actually
aim it. So I mean, I could see it potentially being useful, but
it's not. I don't know if it's worth it.
Definitely not better than EOD or Scavenger.
Yeah, I feel like most people are
or
running
Battle Hardened
and Battle Hardened
or Overkill. So
yeah, I don't care about Overkill.
Yeah, especially with the G18 now. The
secondaries are great.
Yeah. All right, and then you have a second category of perks, which are bonus perks, and okay, hold on, because I don't understand how. I think you get them based off of time throughout the match and or kills / points that you get. So it's kind of like a field upgrade where there's, it slowly charges over time. But once you get it, you have it, regardless of whether or not you die. And so those bonus perks you have are Resupply. That's where your tacticals and lethals respawn.
Slowly regenerate, yeah.
We have Spotter, which is something we've had before. Cold-Blooded, we've had before. Fast Hands, which is just sleight of hand. And then Quick Fix, we've had before. And Focus. And then we have a third category.
Just like Iron Lungs.
Yeah, focuses on basically iron looks. Yeah, reduce flinch when aiming down sights and extend hold breath duration. And then we have a third category of perks called the ultimate perks, which are, again, like the next tier. Like once you get your second perk and you've accumulated enough points or time for that, then you'll eventually accumulate enough points and time for your third perk or your third category perk, which is ultimate perks. Those perks are high alert, same as high alert before, ghost, still OP, hardline, overclock, which is store an additional field upgrade charge and increase field upgrade charge rate by 40%.
I think they had that in the last one.
Yeah, which is pretty nuts. Survivor, which is last stand, and bird's eye, which is interesting because it makes your mini map bigger, basically. Well, it zooms out on your mini map so you can see more in your mini map,
yeah.
Which is interesting. So
doesn't it like highlight certain different things? Like it changes the minimap too on top of that, right?
the mini map is zoomed out. UAV and radar pings reveal the enemy's direction. So
nice. So it's almost like a
so when you get a regular UAV, you basically get an advanced UAV, right?
kind of. It's not live.
It's
feed,
not a live look,
but you
it's
do get a direction as well. Which
interesting.
Is pretty good.
It also pings enemies on earn, which like once you earn that perk, then it'll ping all the enemies on the map.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll say for the most part, like at least for the ultimate, by the time it's like 3/4 way into the game, you'll have this perk.
Right. So that's why like I know it's got to be a time thing and points.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
think it's a combination.
You already start accumulating like towards it, but if you get kills and points
I feel like
and stuff,
it's more time based.
Yeah.
But
because I've never not had my third perk. Like, I've never finished a game without getting my third perk.
Yeah.
Which to be honest, I actually really like this perk system, because you start out with 2 perks, and then you can eventually get 4, and I don't know. I think it just changes the dynamic of what you choose and how you play, and you can't just put Ghost, Cold Blooded, and Double Time on and just run around the map and nobody can ever see you. You know.
There was I feel like there's a decent amount of controversy when they announced this new perk system, and after playing it, I will agree. I think it's actually, does it necessarily need to be changed? No, but I kind of like it because it almost changes everybody in the sense that like you're no longer this like superhuman, ridiculous abilities going all over the place, like just what's it called, like just running around being cracked. You can't really do that anymore because now you only really have, for the most part until later in the game, you only have like 2 or 3 perks.
I think the best thing it does is it paces the game a little bit better.
Yeah.
You can't just get curb stomped right off the bat because people are just have insane
it also
perk sets.
Boosts certain kill streaks early on in the game.
Yeah.
So when you get a UAV in the beginning, nobody can hide from you. You'll see them. Because nobody can have ghosts that early.
Exactly. So I think it definitely changes the dynamic of how things work in Call of Duty, but it doesn't change it so much that it doesn't feel like Call of Duty anymore. It's still very much so Call of Duty, and I've enjoyed it so far, man. It has its fair share of traditional bugs and glitches, but it's a beta, so you should be expecting that. I think we've only had 2 server crashes, and they happened back to back.
Yeah.
But I think
I've had personally, I think 3 individual crashes.
Yeah.
So
I've also
server.
had a few connection issues myself, and we're playing in the same place, so it's definitely the servers. So it's just typical stuff. Nothing crazy. I haven't seen any like obscene glitches or anything where you're like halfway in the map and unkillable and just running around the map killing people.
Nothing like that. Just a lot of minor stuff.
Yeah.
There's a ton, but again, minor visual glitches.
Yeah, for sure. people not holding guns the right way.
Yeah, just character models.
Yeah,
items,
just
no clipping and stuff like that.
But all of that stuff will get smoothed out once the game is released. Hopefully.
Yeah. But menus are good, UI is good, controls are good.
I will say
pretty. We got an FOV slider, which is kind of nice.
Oh my god, it's amazing. So for as far as menu navigation goes and interface, I will say it took a little bit for me to get used to finding your way to your weapons and stuff. Because if you don't enter like the lobby screen,
that's what I was gonna say. They need needs to be a priority change in my opinion.
Yeah,
even though it is just a quality of life thing. Battlefield had the same thing. Like now they fixed it though. Is unnecessary clicking. So like unnecessary menus that you don't need to be going. Like so as soon as you boot up the game, honestly, it should just immediately throw you on the main menu.
Right.
Like I don't need this little press X to open the game. Yeah. I opened the game, bro. Yeah. Just let me in. Yeah. Like so that's one thing they need to change. Two is when you're on the main menu, you then have to go through another menu to go to the actual menu you want to be on. Yeah. So like when you want to, normally it would be like campaign, multiplayer, Warzone. Right. But right now it's just like a weird in between screen with weird. Like unnecessary menus on it. But now you have to click play quick match or something. Yeah. And it's like it almost looks like an announcement board, but like you can click on everything. It's weird, and you'll see. So yeah, you'll have to click play a game, and then it'll put you in the multiplayer menu. Right. And then you can do like your operator, your weapons, your classes, all your, whatever stuff.
Yeah. Once you do it a couple times, you figure it out. It's not a huge deal, but
to me it's a big deal.
It's annoying. It's annoying, and it's unnecessary.
Especially for a game that it's coming out. It's
in a month. Yeah.
Well, not only that. It's 2023. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. And I think it's easily changeable for them too. They can adjust because they adjust menus and shit.
Yeah. It's a minor thing, but I do think it is important.
I think they will. I think it'll be okay. Any other things that you think needs to be changed, or is there anything that you definitely want to keep and you want to see make it through to the final product of the game?
One thing that is, I guess I just feel like is also unnecessary, is in the Gunsmith 2.0. There's one new category when you open up a weapon, and you will literally never touch this because it's redundant. There's a receiver option.
Oh yeah.
So like you said, there's the M4 and then there's the M16 in the AR category, but they're basically the same thing. It's just they have different attachments on them. But you can change these attachments on the weapon regardless of which weapon it is. And then more than likely, you're going to be selecting that weapon from the main category. Right. So this subcategory in the gunsmith options is unnecessary. Yeah. So just delete it. Because you can click on it and then it'll show you
which
attack, recon, blah blah blah. But just know that's literally the same as those other guns, but it's just the different variants in the different categories. Because I've literally clicked on it and I'm like, why is this here? Because if you're gonna visually show it to me in the main categories, then this doesn't need to be here.
I agree with that for sure.
It just adds more confusion, so just take it out.
What they should do is just put instead of weapon categories, just have weapon platforms, and then inside the platform you can keep that receiver option, and then you can just change through your receivers there to get to whatever category of weapon you want.
Honestly, I feel like
other way around, or you just delete the.
Yeah, I think you should just delete that category, and then you can have platform, but keep it in the main menu. So when you click assault rifle, just have M4. Yeah. And then when they click on M4, then you almost go M16, like if you were selecting a blueprint.
Oh, I see. What
just have M4, M16, whatever, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I don't know. To me, it's redundant, like I said.
No, I hear you for sure. Yeah. We're gonna end this episode with arguably the most annoying part about the beta so far. And it's not annoying because it's like the game is messed up or anything. It's just because Activision, what the hell is this? What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Like, first of all, you got it listed as a submachine gun. It's a variant of an ladies and gentlemen, this is the FSS Hurricane.
That's what it's called in game.
And it's supposed to be the submachine gun version of the M4 platform. But this thing shoots and handles like an AR, first off. Second off, it's ridiculously good.
And I hate it.
And it's so
much.
freaking ugly. And it's dumb.
Look, I just want to point it like, just stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted to make an AR SMG, give me
the
an
Honey Badger.
AR-9.
Or an AR-9, yeah.
Because the Honey Badger is going to be in the game, but that's later. So that's fine. But if you wanted to give me an AR SMG variant, just give me an AR-9.
Yeah.
Or something. Or 45. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
Tech 45 or something, yeah.
Because this is literally... I don't know what company makes it, but it's an M4 with a P90.
And it's chambered in 5.7.
Yeah, which is same as the P90.
Yeah.
And so it's literally take a P90 mag, slap it on top of an M4.
But
that's
it's
what this
the
thing is.
ugliest thing
It's cursed.
ever.
All right?
It's so
Please,
gross.
It's ugly.
And it bothers me so much because it's so good.
Yeah, that's what I hate about it. Everybody uses it.
It's arguably the best gun in the beta
all the time,
right now.
and it's so good because it's laser beam. There's barely any spread, and the damage is pretty good, and the rate of fire is pretty good.
Yeah, it's arguably
and
the
you
best.
Get 50
best
rounds because it's a P90 mag.
Yeah, it's annoying. So
it's just irritating. Yeah.
Activision, I don't know what you guys were thinking on this one, but it needs to go. All right, or just nerf the shit out of it so we don't ever have to see it.
You don't need to take it away. Just nerf it. I'd rather you keep the M4.
I just don't want to have to use it. You know, I don't want it to be the meta, so then I have to use it. I don't want to touch that gun.
I mean, I just won't use it, but I'm only using it now because there's only so many guns now. But
all right, let's end this right here with Taylor. Right now, what is your go-to loadout as far as primary?
Like, if I just want to do good,
I'm talking you getting into a match and you just want to curb stomp the hell out of the other team. What is your go-to primary?
This one right
here. MS circuit. All right, go-to secondary.
Secondary will be the full auto. It doesn't matter if it's the blueprint version or the pistol, just the regular pistol. Just
I do like the blueprint version specifically just because it has a bigger mag in it.
Yeah. The sight is actually pretty good too.
Yeah. And then, all right, tactical.
I usually just use flashbang.
Flashbang? Okay. And then lethal.
Thermite.
Thermite. All right. And then give me your first two perks that you run, that you get automatically.
I believe I use EOD and Scavenger.
Okay.
I think
Scavenger is a really necessary perk right now because you only get three mags total.
And that is all the time.
Yeah.
So if you change your magazine,
you get
it'll
3 mags
also
worth
still
of
be
ammo.
3 mags. I say that because the F-TAC Recon
F-TAC,
or whatever, the 458 SOCOM version of the M4, which is great. If you use a 5-round mag on thing, you're getting 15 rounds, bro.
Which is dumb. Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Then what's your second tier perk?
The bonus?
Yeah, the first bonus perk.
Sleight of hand, I believe.
Fast hands. And then your final perk, your third bonus perk?
Ghost.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. And then field upgrade?
It kind of depends on the map, I feel like. But I'd say for the most part, probably the trophy system, I think.
Trophy system?
Because a lot of people spam grenades.
For sure. And the trophy system's regens quickly too.
Yeah.
Okay, and then last but not least, what kill streaks are you running?
This is something I just personally like to do. I would say I don't really care to have like the super cool ones. I always run team oriented things, so I always use UAV, counter UAV, and then because of the beta, the care package. But normally I would be using something else,
like a cruise missile or something.
Just one like
okay,
fighting thing.
Nice. All right, I'll run through mine real quick for you guys so you guys know what I'm running. My primary, I'm running AK-74U, and it's purely because the attachments that I just so happen to get for some reason make it pretty good.
Oh, the gun's great by itself.
Yeah,
with
it is.
No attachments.
It is, but somehow I got blessed with a suppressor, an angled foregrip, a stock, and a laser sight. And that's pretty much all you need for it. So
it's weird because for me I have the suppressor, the angled grip, no stock, laser sight, and a red dot.
Yeah, I don't know how I have the red dot too, but I choose not to use it. I'd rather use it.
I do like the red dot. Yeah. The iron sights are good too. Honestly, in general, it's weird. This game,
all the iron sights are pretty
good. Honestly, sometimes preferred.
Yeah,
because I don't know the red dots, the optics they have in this beta, at least, not very good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of weird.
Secondary, I'm running the blueprint that new unlock of the the X13. Tactical, I'm running a flash grenade, lethal, thermite. My first two perks are double time and scavenger. Yeah. My secondary perk is fast hands, and then my third tier perk
is double time.
Yeah, I really like double time because it seems like movement is key in this game. And then of course ghost at the end. Field upgrade. I have been using the trophy system a lot because I didn't realize we could be using dead silence, so I probably will be using dead silence a lot more.
That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, there's another field upgrade I've been using.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to end up being using dead silence quite a bit more now.
I vary between trophy system and dead silence for sure, depending on the map. The guns too, this is like everything but close range.
Yeah.
If I'm strictly in like that one shitty map where it's like you run into somebody and they're literally a foot in front of you, the 74 just dominates.
Yeah. And then Killstreaks, I'm running UAV, counter UAV, because again I like team oriented stuff. And then for me, I like choosing a super high kill streak just on the off chance that I just pop off and I end up getting up there. So I
usually do that too.
Right now I have the chopper gunner on just in case.
I don't put that.
No, I go high just in case I get a 12 kill streak.
I want to be able to use it. So I usually pick like the SAE, which is only
I just know myself. I know myself. I know I can usually get 4 to 5 kills. Like I get 4 to 5 kills a life every probably like 2 or 3 times a game, maybe more than that depending on the game mode. And then every once in a while I'll just pop off and string together 12, 15 kills, you know? So I like to be able to
do that too every once in a while, but for the most part I rather be
I'm never in the middle though.
Consistent streaks versus like the extremes.
I'm never in the middle. I never end up with like 6 to 7 kill streaks. Like I'm either 4 to 5 or 12
all the way.
Yeah. So
for me it's like steady. Usually like 7's a good area, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Anything above that does happen on occasion, but like by then I it's so rare that I just don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us on this initial impression and breakdown of the early access to the open beta. We thank you guys for being here. You guys have heard kind of pretty much everything that's in the beta. Some of the problems, some of the things that we like, and we want to hear from you. What is your guys' experience been like so far in the beta? Are you enjoying it?
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah. Are you like happy that you pre-ordered the game? And also down in the comments below, drop us your loadout. Tell us what you guys are running. Maybe there's some different attachment settings that you guys have found accidentally and maybe makes a gun slap more than the FSS Hurricane, and maybe you guys can help us out and be by dropping your guys' loadout down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Please check out our social media. You can find us at any kind media cast at Instagram and Twitter. Please like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. Catch you guys in the next episode.
Any kind media, going dark.